What's up, Secret Agent Dream Team? How are you guys doing? It's your boy, Josh Wiles. Forgive the lack of quality here tonight. We're going to be getting started here in a few minutes. I just want to give everybody a chance to let me know if you're just now joining in. Tell me. We have a very action-packed night for you guys tonight. I'm excited. I'm excited about tonight's call. We're going to get started here shortly. As you know, our fearless leader, Tracy Zimmer, could not make it on tonight's call because she is actually launching Western Canada. Oh, my goodness, launching Western Canada. I tell you, this Vancouver event tonight is going to be off the chain, man. There's so many great leaders out there. I mean, we got Jesse McPherson. We got John Malott. We got Josh Denny out in Vancouver, British Columbia. We have Tracy Zimmer. We have Sarah McLean. I mean, we got Jade Boland. We got everybody out there, man. I mean, Derek Gilson, Chitindu Chishimba, Jesse Stansel, all of the major Canadian leaders is out there in Vancouver tonight. And we have a very special team call tonight for the rest of the Secret Agent Dream Team that did not get a chance to make it to the Western Canada launch. And I'm excited about tonight's call, guys. I'm your host, Josh Wiles. We're going to get started here in the next 30 seconds. But if you're just now joining us, please, this is your last chance to send that last YouTube link, that last text message, that last phone call, and promote. You know, my mentor told me in the very beginning, there's a big difference between promoting something and announcing something. It's one thing to say, hey, this is going on. And it's another to call somebody up because you have the common decency of a friend or of a human being to call another human being and say, hey, listen, this is going on, and I wanted you to know about it because of this. That is promotion, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what I'm fired up about, man. I can see the numbers on tonight's call just growing by the second. I mean, we have, viewers upon viewers dialing in. I'm excited. I can watch it down here. Forgive me for there not being any video. I'm going to try to be able to connect the video here shortly. I am in the middle of moving. As some of you guys know, I moved from North Carolina to Phoenix, Arizona, and was there for a few months and then moved back from Phoenix to North Carolina. And I just recently got back to North Carolina, and I don't have enough bandwidth right now at the current location that I'm at to support a video feed. So you guys are just going to have to be okay with my audio feed tonight. But I will tell you, my name's Josh Wiles. I'm excited to be a part of this this night's team call. You know, this Tracy Zimmer's team, man, the Secret Agent Dream Team. I mean, we have callers calling in. We have viewers logging in from not just all over Canada, but the United States. I mean, we have Australia right now. We have Germany right now. We have Japan right now. And because of one of my, one of my new homies through one of my brothers from another mother, Mr. Kevin Camille, we have John Chang, who I just got to give a special shout out because I'd like to say that John is probably one of the most hardest working agents that we've had, at least that's been brought to my attention all week long. For probably the past 2 weeks, man, John Chang has launched agents, not just in Canada, not just in the United States, but also in Korea. And man, I tell you, to be a new agent from the upper Northeast, where not a whole lot is going on, Northeastern United States, and to be able to build a team the way you're building it, brother, you are the true definition of somebody who's addicted to growth, somebody who's really ready to take their life to the next level, and who's not afraid to be coachable and put in the work ethic. And I can tell you, for any agents on the line right now, I remember what it was like when I first got started. I was a police officer. I was broke. I had no money. I didn't grow up the wellest of off. And when I became a police officer, I was making $30,000 a year. I mean, after taxes, that's like $800 every 2 weeks. I was miserable. I mean, we were on food stamps, welfare, government assistance, you name it, we were on it. And, with 2 kids in the house, it's like, man, you got to make something happen. And I remember when I first got started in this business model, I didn't do good in the beginning. Man, I mean, I remember struggling. It took me like 6 months before I signed up my first, distributor, my first agent. It took me like 6 months in my first company. And I remember getting on these team calls every single week. Every single Sunday night, I would get on these team calls. I would dial in. I would log on. I would watch the video. I would listen to the audio. I would download the recording. I would take notes. And it took 6 months of getting this information. And every single week I would hear about somebody like a Tracy Zimmer. I would hear about someone like a John Chang. I would hear about someone, you know, like a Lacey Dupuy. You know, I would hear about somebody like a Sarah McLean, like the leaders that you guys hear on a regular basis, you know, Sarah and Lee Wilm. I'd hear about people like that, people who are blazing the charge, people who are rank advancing, people who were going out there and following the system, doing their wow parties, you know, talking about the products, talking about the opportunity, spreading the good news, giving people a chance to go out there and raise their low money blueprint. Go out there and really take better care of their family and really be committed to the growth and, you know, the self-awareness that it takes to build a long-term business when it comes to other people. And I would hear about these stories. I would hear about the rags to riches. I would hear about the, you know, the school teacher who had never done anything like this in their life, like Tracy Zimmer, who came in and in their first year made $100,000 from home, who came in and hit diamond, who came in and became the top producing distributor for the company on Black Friday just 2 months ago. I'd hear stories about Sarah and Lee Wilm, who came in with kids and doing this part-time, and both people being not just emotionally, financially, but also time stressed and being able to crank out silver. About a Sarah McLean who was able to hit ruby so fast from a standstill. A Catherine Nickel who had gone through everything. You know, gone through not just health problems, but also personal problems, financial struggles, raising a son by herself as a single mom, and still being committed enough to be the forefront of the recognition at a major event in Eastern Canada just yesterday. I remember being there and hearing those stories, and I was like, man, when's it going to be my time? When's it going to be my turn? You know, when's it going to be my turn? When's it going to be my time? What is it going to take for me? And I remember feeling all those emotions. And I remember thinking to myself, you know what? I've had a good life. You know, at least I became a police officer. You know, at least I got 2 beautiful, healthy young girls. At least I'm a winner there. You know, I did some martial arts before this and did pretty well. And I thought to myself, at least I was a winner there. You know, at least I graduated high school. You know, I was one of the only people in my family to graduate high school. I was one of the first to go to an actual university. Even though I dropped out, I thought to myself, man, at least I was a winner there. But I'm here to tell you guys what my mentor told me. He said, Josh, yesterday's home runs don't win today's games. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday. It doesn't matter what you did in the past. It only matters what you do right now, because right now is all we have. And what I'm so fortunate about right now, and what I'm so excited about right now, is the fact that we have some people in our team. We have some people in this secret agent dream team. We got some people in this community right now. Each and every one of you guys, the hundreds, the thousands that are on the line right now, each and every one of you guys have home runs that you've hit. You've got people in your life that are hitting home runs. You got people in your life that you can look up to. You got people in your life. You've got stories. You've got stories, guys. You've got, my mentor said in the beginning, he said, facts tell, stories sell. Each and every one of us has stories that we can draw from. We have experiences. Maybe it's not our own personal experience, but maybe it's the story about an experience that we can relate to. Maybe it's a story about someone that we cared about pulling through, breaking through. And you know what? They went through it before we did. And now maybe we're going through it. But we have stories about people winning and coming through on the other end, no matter what. And that's what I'm so fired up about right now, man. I mean, this simulcast, I can tell you, I've been here for just over 3 years in the Seacret community. And this simulcast that we had this past Sunday night, a week ago tonight, man, literally a week ago and 2 hours. we got to log on to probably the biggest announcements, the most important, impactful event that the entire Seacret community has ever witnessed. This simulcast, ready, set, go. And, you know, there were announcements made. There were declarations made that has shattered the entire ground of the industry. The whole entire foundation of the industry right now, of our profession, has been shaken. It's been shook because of the powerful declarations, because of the powerful stories and the powerful announcements that were made this past Sunday. You know, I can tell you, if you guys are familiar with the daily leadership call, you know, Tim Herr and myself do a daily conference call for leadership development. It's called the Cabo Crusader call, because I know everybody right now is really hustling to get their points. Everybody's hustling to get their lifetime points. They're saying to themselves right now, you know, I'm a hustle to get these points, but why do I want to get these points? Because I want to really, you know, take my life to the next level. I want to take my business to the next level, and I want to be that next level of leader that leads the next level of leaders. And that's what everybody right now is saying to themselves. And, you know, Tim Herr and I have this daily conference call. And this past Friday, we talked about how powerful this trip to Cabo is going to be, and why this promotion, this Superstar Unlimited bonus, this unlimited super bonus promotion is so powerful right now. And, you know, the main reason, guys, the main reason is because it's attainable to everyone. Whether you are a diamond agent, a Crown Royale, a ruby, a silver, a gold, a platinum, a bronze, an executive, a superstar, a star, or a brand new agent, no matter who you are, you can compete. The playing field is 100% even. You know, I liken it to back in the day when I was in high school, you know, middle school and high school. We used to play this game when I was in PE, you know, physical education. We used to play this game called prison ball. And what would happen was, you know, there was one team, the red team would be on one end of the gym, the basketball court up against the wall. And, you know, the blue team would be on the other end. You got the red team and the blue team. The blue team would be on the other end, their backs against the wall. The whistle blow. On half court, across the center, would be lined up all these little styrofoam balls. I mean, there's probably at least 15, 20 of them lined up from one end of the gym to the other, from bleacher to bleacher. The whistle would blow, and everybody would immediately get up off their butts, get their backs off the wall, and run out to center court as fast as they could and try to grab a ball, because the whole goal of the game was to throw balls at the other team. You could not cross the center line. You throw the balls at the other team and try to hit them and put them in your prison, right? And, you know, what I like the most about that game is it was an even playing field. You know, it didn't matter if somebody on the other team had more skill than you throwing. If you were a faster runner, you could get the ball first. Maybe you were a better thrower, but the other person was a better catcher. The only variable was you as a human. Everything else was the same. The playing field was the same. The amount of balls were the same. When the whistle blows was the same. The rules were the same for both teams. The difference, the only variable was you. And that's what I love about this promotion, man. I mean, all you got to do is go out there and hit superstar. That's the first rank of the comp plan. That's the one thing to our system that every single secret agent says to themselves the moment they get started: I'm going to hit superstar. If I don't do anything else, I'm going to hit superstar, because I got a secret for you guys. If you don't hit superstar, you don't hit executive. You can't be bronze if you don't hit executive. You can't be silver without bronze, because Royale's in between. And you can't hit diamond, crown Royale if you haven't gone superstar. And so what I like the most about this game, I just gave you the example, is because the playing field's even. This promotion is even. All it says is go hit superstar and do that again, because here's what I know. If you've done it once, you can do it again. If you've done it once, you can do it again. You know, my oldest daughter is, she just turned 8. And, you know, I got 2 daughters. I got an 8-year-old, and then little Lexi's 6. She'll be 7 in April. They're about 14 months apart, my 2 baby girls, Peyton and Lexi. And, you know, Peyton, they just started public school for the first time. And, you know, we're they've been in homeschool, and Peyton, my oldest daughter, we started the homeschool situation with her a little late, and so she's not the most avid of reader yet. You know, she's still learning how to read. She's doing so much better, you know, over the last probably 6 months than she's been doing, you know, for the last year. And she's almost, you know, she just turned 8. But something I've noticed with Peyton is, like, when she reads a word, she can read it again. You know, when it's funny, you know, today we were reading the book, and, you know, one of the words she had to read was disturbed. You know, she was talking about, I don't know, some type of, like, penguin, their little nest of eggs were disturbed by the polar bear. You know, nothing bad happened. Don't worry. I don't want any, you know, tree huggers on the line to get upset and think some animal was harmed in the process. There was no animal harmed in the process. I mean, you know, reading with my daughter, but she, you know, she read the word disturbed, and she had a problem. She had a little challenge reading it for the first time. But once she sounded it out, once she read it, she was able to read it again. She was able to read it again. It reminded me of, like, riding a bike. It reminded me of, like, back in the day when I was playing video games. Like, you know, once I got through a level, I knew how to get through it again. And so, you know, that's what I look at Superstar like. You know, Superstar is simple as going through your list. Going through your list, making your invites, building the relationship further, using the third party. The third party either being the videos or the products, or a 3-way call, or one of these vision casts, or a team call, or the Tuesday night opportunity meeting, or getting someone to an event. You know, those options for a third party, and then, you know, just following up, and once you get done, you get them started. And, you know, I was thinking about that today. I was like, man, this promotion it's probably the most amazing promotion ever. You know, if anybody that missed our Cabo Crusader call on Friday, you know, Tracy Zimmer was the guest trainer on it. And she talked about, you know, how it impacted her business the one time that they unlocked Superstar back in 2012. October of 2012, they unlocked Superstar only for one time, though. They didn't give you the opportunity to go get Superstar 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and get that $200 bonus every single time on top of the fast start bonuses, totaling as much as $600. I'm telling you right now, if you're already a superstar and you go sponsor a pro pack on your left team and a pro pack on your right team this month, you don't just get $600, you get an additional $200. It makes it $800, man. I used to make $800 every 2 weeks as a police officer, wearing a bulletproof vest, carrying a .40 caliber sidearm, and risking my life every day. And here, all you got to do is share your opportunity with enough people that you find one person on your left team, one person on your right team that wants to sign up as a pro pack, and you can make $800 this month. What if you did it twice? $1,600. What if you went out there and really did what you were capable of? What if you went out there and shared it with 4 or 5 people a day? Even if it's just a Facebook message, a text, a phone call, reaching out to a new friend, just saying, hey, let's catch up. It's been a while. Happy New Year. I'm making some changes to my life this year. I was wondering if you'd be open to do the same. I got something really special. And then they say, oh, well, what is it? And you say, too much to type. When can you chat? And you get them on the phone and you just share your story. And the moment they start asking questions, you say, I can't talk anymore about it. Let me send you these videos. I got to run. When can we chat again? And you just share the third-party tools, and you move them down the line, down the line, down the line, until you find out their decision. And they're either going to say yay, or they're going to say not right now. And either way, you've done your job, because nobody on the line right now, I can tell right now, the people that showed up tonight are the leaders. They're the people who are hungry. They're the people who are really ready and willing to make it work. And, you know, my leaders that are on the line right now, I know that you guys know not to be emotionally attached to the outcome. 100%, guys, I want you all to divorce yourself from the result. Get divorced from the result. Get divorced from the outcome. And only think about what you can control. And that's your attitude and your actions. You can only control your activity and your action. And your attitude towards your activity. So as long as we all focus on that and we keep our end game goal at hand, I know for a fact this year, this 2016 is going to be the best year ever. It's going to be the best 2016 that we ever could have imagined. And with that said, man, I appreciate it. I think we had a record amount of people on tonight. It's surprising and it's humbling and it's exciting because I know that this team is doing exactly what they need to be doing. I can't get off the line without giving much love to, you know, the leadership involved, you know, Tracy Zimmer, the number one person I know right now in this business, you know, Sarah McLean, her leaders, Stacy Robertson, Stacy Tillman, Stacy Zimmer, Kevin Camille, John Chang, everybody, man, Catherine Nickel, all the leaders in this line of sponsorship. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. With that said, man, I wish I had more for you guys tonight. I just feel like it should be over with. I just feel like right now, everybody knows what we have at hand and what we got to go do. Now it's just time to do it. And I'll see you all in Cabo.